To better explain to you the events of the last 48 hours, I'm turning you over to the leader of the scientific team that made this remarkable discovery, Dr. David Drumlin.
Oh! What? You son of a...
Hi guys, we're on I'm Ray.
I'm Julien.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Gerard.
Guys, we're going to watch a movie today that I have no idea what it's about. Other than the fact that I think some scenes were filmed in Puerto Rico.
And there's some contact going on.
Yeah, there's definitely some contact. I know the movie has Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, he's in the movie. Yeah. I don't know who else in the movie, but I don't know much about it. But I'm looking forward to it. It's a sci-fi movie from the 90s. This is, again, Contact from 1997. Have you guys ever heard this movie?
Nope.
But you guys know about Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey, yes, I do.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going into this blind, guys. I did no research other than the fact that I know that Puerto Rico thing. I didn't know that because I went to that stage, that thing, the satellite in Puerto Rico, and they mentioned that this movie, they were in this movie. That's the reason I know this. All right, buddy, you guys ready? Let's do this. This is Contact 1997. Let's check this out.
Oh my God! Sorry.
Did the movie start like that?
Yep. Is it a whole bunch of music playing at the same time?
Maybe because of the satellite stuff, radio frequencies.
This is giving me a headache.
Could that be what we sent out to space? Remember when we sent out a bunch of radio signals?
Reagan.
I think so. I think that's what it is.
Copyright all over it. Bro, space is such a, like...
ginormous place.
Seriously. So much unknown. That's creepy. You imagine just not being able to listen, like, not hear anything at all.
Bro, I saw a meme. It was like someone who believes in Christ and someone who's like an atheist, and they were arguing. And the guy who believes in Christ is like, oh no, the guy who's an atheist goes, "You believe a magic man made the universe?" And the other guy goes, "You believe that something blew up out of nothing and created a universe?" I was like, you know what? Both of them make sense.
Meanwhile, the guy who found that out, the Big Bang, was a priest.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yikes.
I didn't know that.
Stephen Hawking was a priest?
It wasn't Stephen Hawking. It was not Stephen Hawking. This is crazy. This beginning is really making you think.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's
quite effective, this opening.
It's a scary concept.
Look at all the universes.
Yeah.
We should start naming things now.
All the galaxies.
Pissing off all the
galaxies. Yeah, correct.
CQ, this is W9GFO. Is anybody out there?
That's a tax form.
She looks familiar, that little girl.
That guy looks familiar.
He does.
Pensacola, Florida. I have to tell you, Sparks. 1,116 miles. Pretty good. That's farthest yet.
That's kind of cool. Having that moment with your daughter.
Yep.
And especially something that could be like survival.
Useful. I like that.
That's pretty cool.
These little TikTok kids and their Apple and their
technology.
Could we talk to the moon?
Well, it's a big enough radio. I don't see why not.
Could we talk to Jupiter? Or what's the one after that? Don't tell me.
Man, that's awesome. Like
that,
those
you know
teaching moments.
You also want to nurture that. If you have a kid who's interested in science like that, you want to nurture that.
Definitely.
Do you think there's people on other planets?
I don't know, Sparks. But I guess I'd say if it is just us, it seems like an awful waste of space.
That's true.
Did the dad nickname her Sparks because she's the sparks of his love for his wife?
I wonder if people still do this, like this ham radio stuff.
Yeah,
they do.
This is still pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CQ, this is W9GFO.
It's also a way to devaluize homes in an HOA legally.
Really?
Yeah.
You go outside and get a little bit of aluminum foil.
Oh, is that
Jodie Foster?
No.
Oh, she has.
Is it Jodie Foster?
She has.
I can't watch.
gorgeous
I,
eyes.
I can't watch this movie then.
It is Jodie Foster.
My heart, my girl.
There we go. That's in Arecibo, Puerto Rico.
Not anymore.
I've been there.
Oh.
Not anymore. Yeah, it's not there no more.
They blew it up.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't need it no more.
Well, they built something else in there now.
Yeah.
They built something else in
That area?
do space stuff.
A roller rink.
There.
Right there?
Yeah, you hear her? Right there.
Yep.
That's it.
She was bred for this position. If this is the little girl, this is what she's doing. She's ready for this.
I don't know. It must have been the glitch in the timing's what threw me. Must have been a Starquake.
A Starquake?
Ellie.
Ken Clark.
What?
They said
Not Clark
you've been, you've been up at Owens.
He's an alien. That's what this is foreshadowing.
Davio, Dr. Vernon, Dr. Arroway. Hey, hi there. How you doing? Good. And I believe you've already met our tireless research assistant, Mr. Fisher.
Is he showing like ADHD?
No, he's
like,
blind.
Cursor blind?
Oh, I thought he was showing signs of autism. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah, that's what I was. That concept.
Yeah.
You have a lot to fill up in that map.
The fact that she pinpointed it exactly is crazy.
Gracias. Elena, una cerveza también, por favor.
Don't do that to me, Jodie Foster.
Medalla. Haven't had a medalla in a long time.
Tung, 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 tung,
Arecibo,
tung, tung,
right?
tung, tung.
Yep, Arecibo.
Arecibo.
Crack Jack?
No, thanks.
I love Cracker Jacks.
They're so good.
They
So
are.
you addicted.
I remember why I took that desk job.
You got something against Puerto Rico, you racist?
Yeah, bro.
Listen, the roads up there are pretty bad, all right?
It is.
Even though he's right. Shh.
If only one out of a million of those had planets, all right, and if just one out of a million of those had life, and if just one out of a million of those had intelligent life, there would be literally
We need more people like that.
civilizations out there.
Like,
Alright, I'm
like,
sure.
like what we said in the last movie. Just like obsessed with the idea of, what they love to do. Science and everything like that. Just finding the truth.
I'm sure we do. We just when kids like that talk about
Leave room for Jesus. Leave room for Jesus.
no, he did not celibate. I think nowadays that kids who are probably into this are probably like teased by other kids, like, "Oh, you're being a nerd. Oh,
Yeah.
you try hard." You hear all these words, and like it probably discourages them. My God, she's busy. Look at that her map.
I wasn't.
Jesus, girl.
What?
Day 2?
Let it be, bro. Let it be. I thought I was the.
That was fast.
I thought I
I'm
was
just
the
saying.
one
Just
who
thought it was
shamed-
fast. That's all.
Shames woman.
I'm not shaming here. I was just surprised it was fast.
Your dad. Is it this guy?
Yeah.
You're close to him, aren't you?
Yeah, I was. He died when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
Oh, no.
That young?
I never got to know my mother.
I'm sorry.
Sleep in, and there's a bunch of food in the fridge.
How can I reach you?
You don't.
Just leave your number. I'll call you.
Oof.
He must have been bad in bed. She's like, all right, I'm out of here.
Or she just used it transactionally. I like
Don't
that.
call me. I'll call you.
Yep.
Oh, do you think him bringing up dad, like, made
Hit
her
a nerve?
Probably, right?
Oh, there's another one. Come on, hurry up, Dad.
It's a meteor storm, a meteor shower.
Oh, did he have a heart attack or something?
Oh no. Oh, she was there for all this.
Dad?
And mentally scarring.
Yeah, this is a big scar though. This is a huge scar.
I bet you he killed himself.
Why would you say that? What makes you think that?
Objects fallen. For sure.
Daddy?
I don't think he did.
We'll see.
No, it looks like he fell downstairs. Maybe.
Oh, looks like he might have fell.
It explained why she doesn't want to get close to him. She probably has like intimacy issues.
Or like a heart attack.
Dad? Dad! I'll get the medicine.
Oh, so he's already sick. Oh, poor girl. Oh, that's horrible. Great camera work, though. Going up the stairs like
Big
this.
time.
That was really good camera shot.
Why is she running like that?
Because her dad's dying.
It's slow motion.
There's emotion involved there. Good thing.
Oh, what a transition!
Wow. Good job. So he's been sick for a while.
Right, now you speak my language now.
Hold on. We're gonna see something.
Oh. That definitely hit.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
he brought her up, and all right, I'll call you. What? That's the next day. I hope she called the 911 and he didn't leave the dad on the floor back there.
Oof.
Oh, he did.
So who ends up taking care of her?
That's a good question.
The funeral.
I know it's hard to understand this now, but we aren't always meant to know the reasons why things happen the way they do.
Oh, that's why she brought it up.
Accept it as God's will.
Should have kept some medicine in the downstairs bathroom. Then I could have gotten to it sooner.
She's blaming herself.
Yeah, it's your fault.
That's not good. I had to deal with that for a while. My daughter felt the same way about my wife who passed. For years. I have to help her get out. Don't clear that up real quick. They have a wake in the house? I always thought that was weird when people do that. Have a wake in the house.
This is W9GFO. Do you copy? Dad, this is Ellie. Come back.
Man, this is touching the strings here.
Dad. Are you there?
Could you imagine being the
That
guy?
killed me, bro. That's killing me.
Could you imagine being the guy in Pensacola hearing all of this though?
As long as Mike don't hear it on the other side, 'cause I know how he'll respond to.
Dad, this is Ellie.
That's heartbreaking. Oh my god, that killed me. That put some water in my eyes, guys.
Hey, Fish, did that private investor from Houston ever get back to us?
I'm gonna hit him up on my way to LA. Hey, try begging for some of that Hollywood money. Why not? They've been making money off of aliens for years, right? There you go.
Just do me a favor.
Yeah.
Try not to be too confrontational.
Huh? Confrontational? Me? What do you mean? Let me just see if I left anything.
She's passionate. You know what, though? There's got to be enough people, at least back then, in the 90s, who were interested enough in what she's doing that she can probably get enough funding to last at least 5 years.
Oh, 100%.
Because even today, 2024, or close to 2025 at this point, there's still interest about what's out there.
Yeah.
Well, now we actually have credible proof.
We got a lot more.
UFO,
We definitely know a lot more than we did back then.
UFO.
But while our foundation arm does have a mandate to support experimental programs, we must confess that your proposal seems less like science and more like science fiction.
Damn. That hurts.
Want to hear something really nutty?
Look at that
I heard of a
table.
couple guys that want to build something called an airplane. You know, you get people to go in it and they fly around like birds. It's ridiculous, right? Or what about breaking the sound barrier, or rockets to the moon, or atomic energy, or a mission to Mars?
All legit points.
To take a chance on something that just might end up being the most profoundly impactful moment for humanity, for the history of history.
She may not be the face. She's overly passionate.
Doctor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Security's taking you out now.
Suspecting. Were they testing her?
I guess so.
You have your money.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good for her. I thought she messed it up.
4 years later.
Dang, 4 years.
Anthony
since doing
McConaughey's
this.
gone, by the way.
I'm happy.
She got purple hair now. Or orange hair now.
She's controlling it from there. That's cool.
Let's just put in coordinates and they move. That's dope.
Look at that beauty in the back, though.
That is a badass. Is that a Mustang? What is it?
I thought it was a Thunderbird.
So 4 years later, did she find anything?
What is this? This is a personal vendetta now?
It's not just Drumlin. There's been enormous pressure from other scientists as well.
It doesn't matter anyway, because Haddon's funding us for another 2 years.
These are government-owned telescopes. They can lease them to whomever they want. And they don't want the High Priestess of the Desert using them anymore.
High Priestess of the Desert? That's what he calling her?
We're a joke to them. They want us out. We've got 3 months until the paperwork goes through.
Is he blaming her for this?
No, it's just more a frustration of the situation.
This once, Ellie. We lost. It's over.
Fine. I'm not stopping. If I have to go it alone, I'll go it alone. I've done it before.
Is she looking for her father? Is she still looking? Remember, she was doing it on the radio earlier. She's like, Dad, talk to me. Knowing that he's dead.
I think she's just looking for
something.
Yeah, intelligent life or just life in general.
I don't know her motives right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I'm trying to figure out her motives because even those who are close to her who understand her.
She's addicted to finding out.
She's looking for something.
Yeah.
But
she's just looking for life out there.
I know, but, I'm saying, but her attitude and the way she's looking for it is almost hinging on, like, she's unhinged about it.
I think it's more connected to the whole idea of having that connection with her dad about that subject.
Well, what is the meaning? We have mindless jobs. We take frantic vacations, deficit finance trips to the mall to buy more things that we think are going to fill these holes in our lives. I mean, is it any wonder that we lost our sense of direction?
Is this maybe a juice up? No, never mind. I'm not going to use a big word. Is this a parallel to what she's feeling and what her motives are as to what he's talking about?
Her emptiness she's trying to fill up?
Yeah.
That could be. Didn't know her mom. Her dad died next to her.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking for meaning. It's like a heartbeat.
It sounds like a machine.
It does like a machine.
I hope you're recording.
I'm almost sure she is. I don't think there's a moment she doesn't have recorded.
Fish! Declination! We're on it! Plus 36 hours, 47 minutes, and 1 second. Strong possible pulse chain on submarine 4. I'm moving the rest of them now, and I need you to confirm the coordinates.
All right, her steering wheel like this, her car should be swerving left and right.
System now. Stay on top of the system's diagnostics. Check the reference point offsets.
Oh, she's hitting the gas, bro.
7 the second we're there. And leave the yellow frequency where it is. Stay on it, fish. Don't let it get away. If you lose it, just scan the band. Run every frequency.
This camera work is crazy, bro.
Big time.
Look at this shot from outside.
Talk to me, guys.
Partially polarized set of moving pulses, amplitude modulated.
We're locked. Systems check out, signal across the board. What's the frequency?
4.4623 gigahertz.
But her mind is probably going a mile a second right now.
Dude, that sounds like she found an invasion coming her way.
All right, let me hear it. Listen to that.
It's the Russians.
It would be funny with something like that. Dude, the Cold War is over at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Vega, man, I scanned it a bunch of times at Arecibo. It was negative results, always.
Got it. Reading over 100 jet skis.
Jesus. Pick it up on my...
Oh, no. It went silent.
But they recorded it.
Yeah. Never stopped.
But they never pinpointed the location.
Yeah.
Is it moving then? Because she said she'd been there before and it was never not Now that she's there.
Could be.
Again.
It's like a machine. Dad? Bruh. Oh, here we go again.
Wait a minute. Those are numbers. That was a 3. The one before it was a 2. Base 10 numbers. Just start counting now.
That's a
See how far
5.
we can get. 1.
It doesn't make any sense. The system is too
Zero
young,
main
so it can't have a
sequence
planetary
for 4
system,
million
let
years.
alone
This is
life,
26
let alone...
million.
Oh my God, really? You're gonna have to argue me now? While this is happening?
If we go public with this and we're wrong, that's it. It's over. We're cooked. God, I wish Kent was...
She said we're cooked. In the 90s.
She said that with a bag of chips.
Okay, thanks, Ian. Just keep tracking, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, righto.
So now they're not the only ones hearing it, at least. That's good.
Yeah, you
Worked
have to
on the
triangulate
process.
it.
Yeah.
Let's send a signal back real quick.
But now the code is interesting.
Radio source from deep space can neither be confirmed nor denied. But the military presence arriving via sources close to the DLA report that the planet
This major news. I really hope they don't try to spin this into like something stupid.
Well, if they got something to hide, probably. Yeah. Oh, you? Get out of here.
So what you're hearing is the signal from the retention
Let's
array
get
in Russia.
decryption people in here now. Linichowski is visiting at Caltech.
Explain this to me.
Hey!
James Wood.
Why don't they just speak English?
Yeah, well, maybe because 70% of the planet speaks other languages. Mathematics is the only truly universal language, Senator.
That's true.
I don't get it.
Prime numbers. That would be integers that are only divisible by themselves and 1.
Still don't get it.
Is this the binary code? Or actually...
No,
because there's no zeros.
Doctor, let me first say that your reputation...
Actually, first, could you ask the gentleman with the firearms to wait outside? It's supposed to be a civilian facility.
She is the boss.
Yep.
Don't play with her.
Doctor, with all due respect to your scientific knowledge...
Hey. Hi. Oh, I'm so glad you're back. Come on, I got something for you to hear. Is this great?
Who are all these people?
She knows she don't trust the government or the military.
Yeah. Because they might try to spin it into some type of like crazy idea.
Pretend retune to 8.9247 gigahertz. There's a lot more here, folks.
All right, Fish, let's get on the negative sideband.
I'm already on it.
What is going on?
I'm getting chills. I'm not
This is
gonna lie
actually
to you.
exciting.
Yeah.
Somebody get a TV monitor.
Hi.
David, would you explain this to me, please?
Along with the prime, there's another signal. Looks like a TV transmission.
This is actually kind of cool. If they actually get an image.
This is where General Zod says that we have a citizen of his, and he's
Either that or she got rickrolled.
that would be wild.
Center that segment.
Centering.
Oh.
Can you clean it up any more than that, Fish?
I'm working on it.
Oh, the whole room is going silent.
Well, yeah, imagine like this is a giant breakthrough.
Big time.
That's a swastika.
It looks like a swastika, doesn't it?
There's Nazis on the moon.
Reverse values.
Try zooming out again.
That could be what we sent out. Remember what we sent out?
Rotate 90 degrees counterclock.
That's Hitler.
Oh my gosh, what?
Did the Germans have a space mission?
Donna, we've just been told that the president will have only a few brief remarks about today's extraordinary announcement and that he won't be taking any questions from the press.
It's Clinton.
I'm glad to be joined by my...
Wasn't there like an actual deep space thing that happened in the 90s like this?
This is the problem.
And Clinton did actually have to give this, I forgot what they're called.
Bro, the whole world is watching right now.
This says structure. I'm hearing structure.
Validation. If this discovery is confirmed, it will surely be one of the most stunning insights into our universe that science has ever uncovered. Its implications...
This footage, I don't know if it's part of the movie or something that really happened. You might be right. I don't know.
Because I remember...
I don't think he don't do that for the movie.
Yeah, some of the stuff that's been happening in this movie, I do remember reading like newspapers about, or not newspapers, but like hearing about it from other movies and stuff like that. Some of this stuff actually happened.
To better explain to you the events of the last 48 hours, I'm turning you over to the leader of the scientific team that made this remarkable discovery, Dr. David Drumlin.
Oh! What? You son of a...
Yo.
You son of a...
asshole.
He cut the funding.
Mm-hmm.
That signal left Earth at the speed of light, and 26 years later arrived in the vicinity of the star we call Vega.
You son of a... Bro. This is some BS stuff, bro.
Good. Now she discovers new things. You don't have to tell them anything.
Now, when we combine this with the data from the amplification of the original signal, we get these encrypted pages of text. Now, no two are alike, and we've uncovered over 10,000 already.
Wow.
That's crazy.
With the express understanding that any future discoveries will be kept in the strictest of confidence until such time as the president can decide the most suitable course of action. Understood?
It's like taking a... That's taking a hard
But
pill,
wasn't
bro.
to stop her from going to Australia or to Russia or anybody else to go to. She don't have to stay here.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah, you got all the nuts come out, bro.
This is where Area 51 is now.
Well, there's New Mexico. It's funny, like I can see this being like this in the 90s and being huge. And today, like a couple weeks ago, we found out we got into the ocean.
We're like,
no
oh.
one cared. No one
We knew
cared.
it. That's the thing. We knew it. That's the reason.
It's the same people who again and again have brought us to the brink of destruction, who polluted our air, who poisoned our water. Now these
Starship Troopers. The violinist there.
But for now, almost 2 full weeks after the message's arrival, scientists here at the VLA...
Bro, him taking the credit really pissed me off. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still on it.
Tried over 1 million permutations. All these I can only get 3 corners to fit. I don't understand the significance.
The circle.
It almost was like the schematics.
Path unknown, sender identity unknown. Take me to your leader.
Are they playing?
That's Matthew McConaughey probably.
Yeah, they're playing a prank.
He just sent her that? Who's this?
Somebody broke in.
They got hacked?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, I don't know who you are, but you broke into the database, and I'm... Where?
Yo, her whole entire house got hacked.
Man, them Russians are getting better at hacking.
I'll be there.
And she got a helicopter lift.
Hey, bro, she got that funding. She got that money. Are they flying her out?
And
You should feel fortunate. He hardly lands for anyone.
Oh, is that the private funder?
yes.
Can you imagine you just live in the sky?
I really think it's the Matthew McConaughey.
That's
guy.
crazy, bro.
And he was rich all along? No, but he's in the White House now.
I've had my eye on you a long time, Doctor.
$1 million.
When it comes to my investments, I always do my homework.
He's the one guy in Harry Potter.
Eleanor Ann Arroway.
Creepy.
Damn. Really, dude?
Now, if it had been religious in nature, it should have taken on the form of a burning bush or a big booming voice from the sky.
But a voice from the sky is exactly what you found, Dr. Arroway.
Okay, so at least it's a good pathway.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Julien, breathe. Just breathe. Remember.
It's like a madhouse now. Science is the devil.
No, science is not our god.
No, but somebody said that. That's twice he paused at seeing her. Okay, that's creepy.
Yeah, it is.
The guy has to fit in curdled milk.
You look beautiful, Ellie.
So do you.
Wow, you really do.
My eyes are up here. Come on, guy.
This key section, uncovered tonight and obtained exclusively by CNN, shows an illustration of what is unmistakably a human figure inside a geometric structure of some kind.
What?
This and other contextual
A teleportation device?
is in fact
The president's
an
called an
elaborate set
emergency
of
meeting.
instructions for building
Yeah,
a
imagine you
transportation
would.
device designed to take a single human occupant into space, presumably to the star base.
It should be her.
I can't help but think that this information we see in the movie, the government would have never put that on the news. Like all that, there's so much detail in that I really don't think that they would have given it to the news. It probably would create mass hysteria with details like that.
Big time.
Yeah.
What you don't understand, Ellie, is
I understand.
Ellie, I want you to know whatever happens, as far as I'm concerned, well, good luck.
He's trying to take that seat from her, bro. I hate him, bro.
Please pop his molars.
he's not on the committee, Ellie.
What?
He just resigned as science advisor. He wants to be the one to go.
No. It can't be him.
Gosh, bro, I hate him,
It can't
bro.
be him.
I
refuse
hate him.
for it to be him.
I will walk away from this reaction if it's him.
Wow, $30 trillion.
Many of these scientists are the same experts who have been consulting on the machine's design and function. As such, they will be actively participating on site during the construction.
And they must fight for death. That'd be great. They have to arm wrestle.
Japan made headlines last month when it announced it would forego candidate representation in exchange for the lucrative systems integration subcontract.
Should be somebody who's fluent in the language that the message was given in. Science in this case.
Dr. Arroway, despite your obvious enthusiasm, there's been a lot of criticism of late that this whole endeavor is simply too dangerous. Some of that criticism from scientists.
If we're going to send somebody, it should be Neil deGrasse Tyson. Of all people to send up there.
Simply beyond our capabilities, that this endeavor will fail and that the machine's occupant will pay for that failure with their life.
But that's the
risk.
idea of science itself, the unknown.
The risk when we came to America the first time around, and every other thing we've tried to
accomplish
and go on to
in human history.
It's our risk.
Yeah.
If you should meet these vegans and were permitted only one question to ask of them, what would it be?
What's the situation with meat?
How did you do it? How did you evolve? How did you survive this technological adolescence without destroying yourself?
Madam Chairman, I have one more question.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
This is gonna hurt.
About her dad.
Would you consider yourself a spiritual?
That's gonna hurt her. That's gonna hurt.
I don't really understand the point of the question. I consider myself a moral person.
I'm sure we all agree that is the case, but I think what Mr. Joss is in fact asking...
Do you believe in God?
Oh my God, bro. My stomach is like...
Why is this relevant, though?
I don't believe that there is data either way.
So your answer would in fact be that you don't believe in God.
That hurt her chance.
Believes in a supreme being in one form or another. I believe that makes the question more than relevant.
Mm-hmm. That just hurt her chance, bro.
But why would it hurt her chance? I don't get it.
I believe I've already answered that question.
It's all based on numbers. There's a lot of concept to that. You're choosing a leader for the world.
I would hate to see everything we stand for, all that we have fought for 1,000 generations, all that God has blessed us with. Betrayed. We chose to send a representative who did not put our most cherished beliefs first.
I would not go for that.
Yep.
To have a religious nut go into space? No, I wouldn't do that.
I think it just is more so meaning somebody with more of an open mind.
This part here, we have to get into conversation after the movie.
Mhm.
I think this is super relevant what we got to talk about this.
Full humility and utmost gratitude, I accept this great honor.
Oh, I hope he blows up, this guy. I hope on the way up, halfway there, he blows up.
My planet and my God on this historic journey. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
He's not doing it for God. He's lying about it. Because he's been trying to get the attention since the beginning. He's been trying to be the center of attention.
Ellie, I know you must think this is all very unfair. Maybe that's an understatement. What you don't know is I agree. I wish the world was a place where fair was the bottom line, where the kind of idealism you showed at the hearing was rewarded, not taken advantage of.
So you just admitted you just took advantage of it.
I've always believed that the world is what we make of it.
The sad thing is that I really want to see what's on the other end when we finally make it there. But at the same time, I didn't want this guy doing. So if it explodes, go ahead. What are you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I want him to have a heart attack on this test. Like he gets right into it, just gone.
Matter of fact, on his way into the machine.
Yeah, just not even.
So we need to take it off.
No stress, nothing. He just walks, trips, and done, gone, dead.
Electrical?
Go.
Dynamics? Go. Communicate?
I really didn't expect to be so invested into this movie.
We've got 4%.
We're confirming 4%.
Imagine if it's not a ship at all. It's just a better radio system, a better way to communicate.
Firm. We are at 5%. David, how's it looking to you?
He gets zapped.
Let's take a look, show you what we got.
All test subject is...
You know, you know, what'd be funny is if they actually land on the planet and the aliens are like, guys, you had the wrong schematics. How'd you get here in that bucket of bolts?
Ancient analogy.
The big question everyone here is asking is, of course, what happens then? Some believe that the rings function as some sort of an accelerator or something.
Wouldn't you test it before we do it?
That's what they're trying to do with a
No, they're
the robot.
sending him.
No, they're doing it with the robot.
Who's right? Well, that's what today's test is all about.
I think this is gonna cause like a black hole of some sort and just suck the crane in.
Imagine that. That'd be crazy. You can always tell a good movie by how quiet Michael is.
That's what I said earlier.
That's
it's
really
creepy.
I'm reading 10 kilohertz. What's your reading on the first and second order G levels? G levels are right on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this guy, he shouldn't be there. I know him.
Jerry, execute the rapid shutdown sequence. Security, move the emergency response team into position 1.
Get me trouble on his
He's gonna hijack the whole thing.
right behind you. The tall guy.
Oh, he's gonna push him. He's gonna push him.
He had a bomb.
He's got a bomb.
I want that emergency response team up on the gantry now.
Oh. No. Oh my God.
Yep.
I did not see that coming.
Did anybody get insurance on the thing? Like, does insurance cover this?
Oh no.
Yup. Now let's turn it. God plays a huge role, huh? Hey, it's all right, baby. It's all right.
Yeah, but I can imagine, man. That has to be. This is years of work you put together. You got this going, and we got this far.
Your whole life's work
to be blown away by some nuts.
Comrade Arroway, he has been expecting your call. One moment, please.
The switchboard in space.
He's in space?
This guy is too much.
That's crazy.
Not gonna lie to you, I respect this guy more than I respect Elon Musk.
Want to show you something? Hokkaido Island.
No, never mind.
The systems integration site.
Look closer.
They're building one.
Yes, they are.
Building. I knew it. You have to keep it quiet from here on out.
Yes, they are.
First rule in government spending. Why build one when you can have two twice the price? Only this one can be kept secret. Controlled by Americans. Built by the Japanese subcontractor.
That's why they didn't want the Japanese didn't go.
Like Tokyo Disney.
They still want an American to go, Doctor.
Oh, nice.
That just gave me
Want
chills.
to take a ride?
That's
yeah, we
awesome.
do.
Why did he sound like Joker?
And they're gonna meet Godzilla. Putting it all together now, guys.
Yep.
This is the Godzilla scene right here. He's in a boat, you know.
They're gonna wake up Mothra.
Yep.
Make it up there.
I didn't know this was in the DC universe.
You guys didn't know this is actually Transformers universe. She's going to what's that? What's the world?
That a Harrier?
Cybertron.
She's going to Cybertron.
The Allspark has been found.
That was a jet that ended like that? That was crazy.
It's Haddon, bro. Haddon Industries. This guy's way too rich.
All right, roll for success rate. Oof.
I've been on this ride in Old Town. It shoots you up.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would be so excited to do this.
I'll be scared. I'll be scared the whole time.
I would not. I would want to do this so bad.
Oof. It's like going to the literature to me.
Does she hold?
We're within limits. Barely.
Oh, that's so cool.
Is it a wormhole?
Like,
Yeah, it's a wormhole.
She's entering it. She's traveling dimensions. That'll be pretty cool. Or technically the speed of light, in a way.
Now we're transferring.
7.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, no. Dude, that almost hit her, bro.
I thought she got her. Oh, that's so cool. And she's there.
Hey, B5. Hyperspace.
A shadow flying by.
Oh.
Oh, that's so cool.
No, you're not even there, girl.
Yeah, you're outside of like space itself, homie.
Oh, time is bending.
Okay, I gotta keep talking. It's a triple, no, quadruple system. It's beautiful.
Oh, what?
Yeah, time's bending.
Dude, 200 years already passed by Earth.
Yeah, you better be careful. You better... That can shoot at you. Just... No!
What are you doing? Girl?
Why, bro?
For being a scientist, this was really stupid of you.
Yep.
Yo, can I go catch a fish or something?
She's back in Puerto Rico, bro. I feel like I've been to this beach.
Some huellas ahora mismo.
Isn't that her drawing? That's her drawing right there.
You're right. It is her drawing.
She's in Pensacola, Florida.
Is it though? It could be. Again, maybe they're making it look for her to look more homey and not scare her off.
Mm-hmm.
That's her father. That's gonna be her father. It's the swastika instead.
It's Hitler.
It's Hitler.
I'd be crazy with Hitler.
I think you guys are right. They're trying to make it
is her
seem
father.
more. It's like a homey.
They're her
thing.
head. They're her head.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. This I can't even imagine what she's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sparks.
That's crazy.
Dad?
This is like a Resident Evil event in the camera. Everything is just completely wrong.
You're not real. None of this is real.
That's my scientist.
Is that an alien talking to her maybe? And he made her make her look like this? To communicate?
Oh, Julien, you called it.
We thought this might make things easier for you.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you contact us?
You contacted us. We were just listening.
And there are others?
Many others.
Travel here through that transit system that you built.
We didn't build it. We don't know who did.
That's crazy.
That's like spending time even longer.
Mm-hmm.
You have your mother's hands.
How would they know?
Download her thoughts.
Yeah, but her mother died giving birth to her.
The only thing we found that makes the emptiness bearable is each other.
What happens now?
We now invite you to Babylon 5.
You go home.
Home? But I have so many questions. Do we get to come back?
This was just the first step. In time, you'll take another.
But other people need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
This is the way it's been done for billions of years.
Pretty awesome,
that's
man.
dope.
Was all people traveling? Listen.
Has it been 4 years?
Oh, no.
It's all right, Ellie. The important thing is that you're safe.
What malfunction? What happened? What day is this? How long was I gone?
Ellie, the IPV dropped straight through the machine.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
But I did. I did go. That's what I've been trying to tell everyone.
Oh, they're putting her in a straitjacket.
Not to inflame this situation beyond the facts. Let us deal with this on the facts.
I did not have sex with that woman.
To, fake a signal from Vega, what would you need?
You would need a satellite to transmit the signal, but it would be impossible to simulate something.
You'd need a satellite, and you'd need launch capabilities to put the satellite into orbit.
That guy?
Eccentric enough to have come up with the idea in the first place?
Hadn't?
S.R. Haddon.
Why? What would be his motive?
By the way, the parallel of her wanting them to believe her with no proof after she declined the existence of God with no proof.
Doctor, are you familiar with the scientific precept known as Occam's razor?
It's all parallels.
To accept the simple truth.
Over $500 billion was spent. Dozens of lives were lost. Are you really going to sit there and tell us we should just take this all on faith?
Aren't you
Like
guys
religion on faith?
Yeah. Isn't 95% of the world on faith itself?
Is it possible that it didn't happen? Yes. As a scientist, I must concede that. I must volunteer that.
You admit that you have absolutely no physical evidence to back up your story.
Yes.
You admit that you very well may have hallucinated this whole thing.
Why are you putting your emotion into that?
I don't have proof that it didn't.
I can't prove it. I can't even explain it. But everything that I know as a human being, everything that I am tells me that it was real. I was given something wonderful, something that changed me forever. A vision of the universe that tells us undeniably how tiny and insignificant and how rare and precious we all are. A vision that tells us that we belong to something that is greater than ourselves, that we are not, that none of us are alone.
I hope she got an Academy Award nomination for this movie because she's killing this role.
She is.
They all support it as good. Good for her.
That's cool. That's super cool.
I, for one, believe her.
She's like, oh, you're getting some tonight.
Really?
You're getting some of this hanky-panky,
We're going back to
interterrestrial,
Arecibo.
multigalaxial.
They taught me this new technique. Let me show you.
What interests me is that it recorded approximately 18 hours of it.
Take that. We're gonna reach.
Exactly.
18 months later.
You see over there, we're building 45 brand new dishes.
She's a teacher.
Now, the most important thing is that you all keep searching for your own answers. I'll tell you one thing about the universe, though.
If those two ladies are the teachers, they look hateful. Mean.
Yup. That's space dust right there, dog. You were just high on DMT, dog.
Bro. At least she had some type of like proof of the possibility itself.
Yeah, 18. Wow.
Yep.
Hit him with that. For Carl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that was such a good movie.
This was a great movie. Wow, I really did enjoy that.
Clap. Clap.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Great clap. There we go.
Really good movie.
What about the post-credit scenes where we see Thanos?
Yeah.
He's released.
We need one of those intros for like the old like 2000s movies, like you know what I mean? Like they'll be like, Contact 2 coming live. Are you ready to see action? Are you ready to see the government be overthrown? Contact 2, Anne Hathaway starring.
I like what this movie presented because the whole thing, even though I guess it falls on science fiction, a lot of this felt like it could happen. You know, it really felt like, and I liked even to the point where the governments were like the way they were. You know, because it is a lot of money. It is investigation. There's no proof of anything that came back. So even that inquiry and the people freaking out over it about the religion and whatnot, like all that felt real. Like back in the 90s anyway, I feel that would have brought, like this definitely would have brought some type some type of craze.
Connection?
Not connection, more like a scare. And I think a lot of people, this would have happened in the 90s itself. Like it's presented in the 90s. I think this would have made people very scared about this, you know? I think today, though, that if this happened today, people would be more open to the idea of finding life out in space and not putting too much of that do you believe in God part into it.
What I was going to mention is I did like the concept of the fact that this movie did ended up bringing the open mindset of, like you mentioned, the religion aspect, the science aspect, just the idea itself of the individuals that, you know, that may not believe in either of those things, but just believe on something else that we can't explain just based off our technology itself.
I like the parallels of like how you bring science and religion
Together.
Yeah, this was probably one of the best kind of intermingling of those two subjects that I've seen in a movie ever.
And I thought it was handled with
and then
respect.
it explained it. It just shifts like chef's kiss. Honestly,
I was like, wow, that's pretty good. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have known how to. I thought because at first I was like, okay, this movie is pushing religion, and then I was like, wait, no, now it's pushing
scientific.
Then I was like, wait, no, it's an intermingling of both.
Yeah,
because this could have been if there wasn't. I don't know. If the movie didn't play out the way it did, it could have gone either way. Right?
Well, that's what I'm saying, because, I mean, it's true. The world is full of religious people, right? And that's why I think Matthew McConaughey's character was tempering that, as opposed to that nut guy who blew it up, who was like really lost religious, blindness, the zeal that they have. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So having those in contact, which is initially, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they worry about the person going to space that doesn't believe in God or not? Because here we found this was not even worrying about who God was at the time, but it makes sense that the people have that thought, that feeling, and they want to know, well, is it all fake? We were lied to. But at the same time, I was getting worried the fact that nut what he did, because religion, throughout history, has been very
manipulated.
It's been very destructive.
Yeah,
and it's not because, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. Right. What I don't believe in is the institutions that run the show. Mm-hmm. In that sense, because it's led to so much destruction in the past, and that was my fear. Like, they're going to destroy this whole project. It's not going to be accepted, whatever. So to me, initially, I was like, we're going nowhere with this, right? But then you had McConaughey's part where it's not a religious thing as much as it's a truth thing.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get to the truth of this matter, So that made it interesting where she came back with no evidence. So it was like, do you believe? A lot of it is, do you believe? So I like that.
And faith.
And faith. You have to have faith for that what she's been through. She believes what she went through. And of all people, if that's what she's saying, it makes a lot more sense that she was the one sent out there in the first place. Now, had this been the other guy who went up, I don't think people would have been reacting the way he's reacting. And I don't even know if the aliens would have accepted him.
I feel the fact, to touch a little bit in that aspect, like you mentioned, the fact that she was a non-believer and she didn't have the words to be able to explain. And the way that she did kind of explain was in the sense of, the feeling of a higher power or something like that in that accent, right? Like you mentioned, it created a perfect picture. It's something that just someone that has gone through something that is unexplainable, and they're just trying to share it. And she, like you mentioned before, she played an amazing role. She played her character to the T. Wow. I'm gonna be honest, her acting in this movie was amazing. I really felt her. Well, everything she said about her father, about science, I really felt that was real coming out of her. She did a good job portraying that character. That character, yeah. So I want to look up a little bit. I wonder if she got nominated for something, because that was really good. It really. I thought the script. This whole movie was just perfect to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought this was gonna be a boring movie. Me too. I thought I'm gonna go in this. It's gonna be a 90s sci-fi movie. And it's about contact, and I didn't expect to see what I saw here. And throughout the whole movie, I was so invested in every little aspect of this movie, And I think the payoff was great. I think they landed the ending here.
I would have made one small change to the movie, and that was not have the scene where we find out that there was 18 hours of static recorded.
Towards the end?
Yeah.
Why? That's the proof that we needed.
I don't want the closure. Because it makes you believe.
But it's not closure. It's just first step.
But I'm saying, in your own beliefs and stuff like that, it'll make you start questioning, did it really happen? Do you believe? Which is kind of like the whole theme of the movie, and it keeps you guessing whether or not it happened.
Well, at the same time, though, go ahead, Gerard.
No. I was just gonna bring a quick little fact, because, for example, that previous movie that we saw that was kind of on a similar aspect. What was the name again? The movie.
The Arrival.
The Arrival, right? Michael ended up bringing up a really good point in the accents of that it's missing something that we didn't actually wanted the aliens to be there or something like that, because of the fact that it didn't have that aspect of, is it possible, right? I feel like this movie ended up capturing it perfectly.
Much more.
Just like what we wanted, this movie ended up bringing it up.
And the fact that they didn't show the aliens,
Mhm.
like there was no show of any aliens whatsoever, kept that mystery going. Like, wow, there's still a wonder out there. I want to know more. Like, it makes you want to see a part 2, or if they wanted to continue it, or even a TV show. Like, this could have been the beginning of a TV show. You know, to get it going and get ready that we are now contacting. We now have this the machines and whatever. So I did like that about that, and building what you were saying, where they have the footage of 18 hours. If they have the footage of 18 hours, why didn't they bring that up? You would think they'll have all the evidence before they have the congressional hearing.
Well, the other part of it is like the government doesn't want people to know.
That's what I'm saying. Because maybe did they hit that fact?
Yeah.
Because they didn't bring that. She had it.
Well, it was a confidential report.
And it was never brought up. But I'm saying, you're going up in a congressional meeting, Congress, you would think that you're going to be beating somebody down, that they're going to bring up all evidence that's available. So that was hidden then. That was taken out on purpose. They don't want people knowing.
Yeah.
I think it's more in the aspect of slowly feeding the idea itself. Just like the fact that they created more antennas and stuff like that to, further bring that proof to have everyone in the world come to the fact that it is a possible thing. Because I feel like if they would have ended up throwing that information out there, I feel like it would have brought a bit of chaos, because not everyone accept them their beliefs or whatever. I feel like not everyone would have accepted it.
And what makes it even on that point, what makes it even better is that she even opens herself up to the fact that
it's true.
This could have all been in my head.
I could have hit my head,
but I don't think so. There's enough evidence to prove, to show that this may have not have happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it happened.
Yeah.
And then with that 18-hour footage, again,
That's pretty cool. That concretes that it happened.
Yeah.
And keeping everybody else in a mystery and whatever. But excellent movie. I thought this was an excellent movie. Matthew McConaughey's character, I liked his character. I think he did an okay job. Nothing spectacular.
He wasn't. He's not the main character.
If anything, James Wood did a better job. As a senator, or as the military advisor. But he's always been good at playing an asshole. Always has been. He's a great actor. You're out of your mind. You think that he's not.
No, James Wood's fine. Matthew McConaughey and me right now are in the house.
Not because of this girl. But
I will say I got to disagree with you on that point. I love Matthew McConaughey's
Okay.
character. I did. I loved that there was a love undertone to him and what's her face?
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster. I love that portion of it. I love the like you said, kind of the medium that he brought into the whole thing, right? Like it almost felt like everything that he was doing sometimes contradicted his action, but it wasn't at the same time. It's almost like I like how open I like how open he was, right?
Of being a human.
Yeah, not just being a human. I'm talking about just being a religious figure, because he is technically a religious figure, but not in the sense of like being a pastor or being a priest.
Correct.
Like all
an advisor.
I believe.
Yeah,
a believer.
An advisor. I like that he was kind of off to the side, but you knew that he was there. That was cool to me.
Okay.
He was the personification of religion in this movie and what religious people would think.
That's what I'm saying. So he tempered that aspect of it, as opposed to the guy who was a nut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was like I think he was in between. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was in between.
The perfect balance.
Yeah, the perfect balance of kind of. I don't think he was. No, I wouldn't call him a balance, because then you would have to say that he's somewhat of an atheist or of somewhat. I think he's open to the fact. I think he was more on the religious side than anything else. I don't even know how to explain.
No, I would to bring it a little bit closer. Like you mentioned, it's not more the fact that there was an essence of him being an atheist, but more in the sense of the fact, like what he mentioned, that technology has brought us into a way that we have misconstructed the actual word of God, or in a way like that. So that's where I feel like.
Well, and then he also
he's just more of a believer itself, and that's it.
But he also admitted that he asked that question to make her not go.
If you kind of play the association game here, basically, you have the three belief systems where Jodie Foster's character is the belief of science, Matthew McConaughey is the belief of religion, and then the other guy is the belief of extremism. And in that sense, you get the personifications, I would assume, that the writers are trying to give you of what questions we are thinking of and what questions we would be asking as a viewer to understand better where the story's gearing towards, and just basically answering the questions that we may have in our head in a very I don't want to say playful way, but in a very intelligent and sophisticated way of showing and not telling.
Well, that's what I thought. I really felt that this was handled in a very intelligent way.
The other thing I really liked about this movie and talking about actors and stuff like that, the guy who was an a-hole basically, the guy who took all the credit.
Oh yeah,
Haddon. No, not Haddon.
Not Haddon. Haddon Space. The other guy who blew up.
Drummond.
Drummond. Yeah. I loved his character.
Bro, I hated him so much, bro.
We appreciate a good.
He was an asshole. I was like, oh, you suck.
Listen,
I hate you.
discount Burt Reynolds was an asshole.
Discount Burt Reynolds. In many ways, in some angles, he looked a bit like Thanos, the guy who played Josh Brolin. He looked a bit like Josh Brolin a little bit. But I agree with you because I really do like to see in movies and stories. I like a really good evil CEO.
I like that.
Who's an asshole and.
Mm-hmm. This could be really one of those good pieces to bring up like in a theater class about different like how they use different undertones of like humanity as a whole, whether it be religion, whether it be the way we view things, stuff like that. Because even he said like at the end was before he gets in the ship and he's talking to the lady, I forget her name too, the main character, the doctor. He's like not fair, like life's not fair, you know. And then I was like, oh, that's so cool. And she's like, well, I always thought the world is what we make of it, you know.
But he went to her face and told her, yeah, life isn't fair.
Yeah,
sorry for screwing you over.
I'm saying,
hey, that's how things happen.
I'm saying though, I like that portion of it. I'm like, wow, this is really
going kind of off of what you're saying with like the theater class. You can kind of tell, like if you equivalent to that one episode that we watched of the Twilight Zone where people have different masks and it's based off of like an Italian, the old Italian play theater where different masks represent different characters. This movie is a very good postmodern version of that, where you see the different faces and how everybody plays different parts to make up what is basically envy, pride, and like a bunch of other
greed,
different characteristics that are really on set here and on play.
It's funny you mentioned that because I think there was like a difference of personalities. There wasn't like one character that kind of intermingled with the other one. Like they all had, you could definitely tell there was different.
They all had like a hidden agenda sometimes.
They all had a different subset of like individualities, right? Like, and that's the cool part. Like that definitely like every character played their own role. There's not like one character. It's almost like a great example of this of something that's done bad. It's like whenever you see a Fast and Furious movie, when you see Vin Diesel and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, they're literally the exact same character. Like if you think about it, like they're the exact same character.
Yeah.
And this one, you knew each different character. Like you knew about them, you knew their agenda, you knew what they wanted, you knew who they rooted for. But at the same time, they all kind of express a difference of the way they wanted it sometimes, or sometimes even of course what they wanted. But I like the blind guy too. It was really cool.
Yeah, I've seen him in a million movies, and I can't even think of one. But I've definitely seen him a million times.
You know what's funny? There wasn't one character that I did not like their acting in this movie. There wasn't one I was like, nah.
But even Dad felt like a dad right off the bat.
Yeah,
you know,
that's like, damn, that's sweet and everything.
As being a father of daughters, like I cherished every moment he had with his kid looking at the stars, and that was so beautiful.
Like helping, but not giving the answer to it as well.
Got her a ham radio.
That enrichment activity.
Actually, I really did. This movie was really good.
I don't know about you guys. I would say this movie hit like a whole bunch of targets, in honesty. I don't know about you, but I would give this a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm at that point.
You know the other thing.
Those are gunshots. Those are gunshots. You guys see that? Those are gunshots. Okay.
I would give the
Welcome to Florida.
Those are gunshots.
I'm completely throwing my train of thoughts. Oh, going to when she was in her she was in the pod. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see people's thoughts of what she saw. She was like, I wish I was a poet. They should have brought a poet here. I can't describe to you what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
You know? Like that
but the thing is, she thought she was recording.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, that's why I think she was saying what she was saying too. But you're right.
You're like, I really would have wished, like, I wanted to see I would love to see a debate on what they thought that she saw in that, like in like a movie, a theater class. That would have been
like that. I was just thinking that I was like, this would be a good concept for a debate class.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, the amount of arguments you could really have could be like very therapeutical.
You could go religious.
In a way.
I'm
not following. I'm not following.
Okay,
what you guys talking about?
No. Okay,
Explain, dumb it down for me a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a scene.
Yeah.
Where she is traversing through like this little tube.
Right.
Seeing
I'm there.
Okay. There was a scene where it stopped, and she's standing in front of this like window when she grabs the thing.
Yeah.
And she just looks out, and she sees something that's very majestic. We never get to actually see what she saw.
Okay.
Never.
Yeah.
Then the scene kind of closes. She falls. The chair. She sees the chair. She wakes up on this beach.
Right.
That's what happens.
Gotcha.
However, there was a moment of time.
Yeah.
Where she was describing this thing, and she was like, "I wish I was a poet. They should have
beautiful.
said the poet. This is
She
beautiful."
repeated saying it's
Like
beautiful, beautiful.
and like I would love to see a theater class or like a class for debate or theater, whatever, whoever like breaks down these movies.
You try to interpret what she saw?
Because I interpret what.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Because you can go to a whole bunch.
You can go to religion. You can go in a whole bench of like
you can. Because I'm like, oh, okay.
Like the same
what it sounded like, it was a singular subject, right? That's what it sounded to
but
be.
it opens so much.
But it didn't. It could be a singular subject as of a person, or a singular subject as of a place. You can say there's so many places you can go with this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, because
cool.
you can easily make a debate that what she saw was God.
Exactly.
You know
or the love, the creation.
Yeah, or you could go the other way. Oh, what she saw was a beauty within, nature, or what is the universe, right? You could go, and then you can kind of break down to every minute detail of how she played her part after she came back. Like, okay, was her implication of like now having a belief system, now saying that she does believe in some sort of higher being other than just aliens, right? Or what, like, you know what I mean? Like that's the other cool part.
I can see this movie being dissected that way in many ways.
That's what I'm saying. It could be, but it could be dissected to the other way too.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but I can see like, listen, I know NYU has classes on stuff like this.
Yeah.
When there's even a subject on Star Wars, like the whole school subject is all based on Star Wars.
You have to have a class in Star Wars.
And
do they really?
Yes, they do.
Oh shit!
But I can see how this movie could be definitely in a film school, or especially if you're into sci-fi. How this can be interpreted this way and that way, whatever. And I think what I didn't like the most about this movie is that we never really saw the alien world or the aliens. So we just saw what they wanted her to see. And there was her father on the beach of Pensacola.
Oh my gosh.
She never got to see the alien. Go ahead. You think she saw something else? She didn't see nothing.
You didn't see, like, what about that scene of that city
that light,
itself?
You don't know if that's a city or not. You don't know if they projected that to make it easy for her.
True.
So if they made her see the water and everything else she saw, we don't know for a fact that everything she saw was not what they wanted to see to make her feel at ease.
I like that.
And she turned out to be looking like the Reapers and Firefly. That's not going to go well.
I'm of the opposite party here, and I believe that like
you do it on purpose. But go ahead.
No, I genuinely really enjoyed that they didn't show us that because it leaves us up to interpretation.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm happy they didn't do that.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like that.
No,
I'm happy. I was like, oh no,
I'm happy they didn't do that because it's very ambiguous.
It leaves the joy of mystery,
and it also leaves you up to you to decipher. It makes you feel like it's up to interpretation.
Like no one's wrong. This movie portrays that no one's wrong because, like, for example, that right there, I was like, wait, hold up. I kind of thought and we accepted it. It was like, honestly, that could be true, but you can also accept the other person's view as well.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's like true, that's it. It was beautiful aspect that this movie ended up portraying. Honestly.
Which you're right. It did kind of hint towards like her being informed of a higher power besides the aliens when she was asking about the highway and everything like that. It just picked up on
Not only that, the fact that it's like, oh, we don't know. It's the last one.
That's
it's
what
a higher sense.
You can make the argument that at that point, you can say the argument that at that point she became religious because what she saw showed her, okay, that there is maybe a higher being other than just the aliens.
That even
but again, you can make the opposite point, right? Like that's the cool part about this. This is why I really like this because it's getting us thought-provoking thoughts like this. Like this is like we're sitting here having a discussion about like everything in this movie.
Yeah,
about everything.
All the targets that it hit.
That not even relating just to the movie itself, but like our own
the outside aspects too.
Yeah, this is a really good movie.
I give it a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't give anything 10 out of 10. I would give this like 8.5 out of 10.
Much, but I get 9. I get 8.
Yeah, I would give it an 8.5. Yeah, I definitely give it an 8.5. I think this is definitely worth a watch. If you haven't watched this movie and you think it's in a cool, you know what? Another point here before we get off the CGI, and I don't even know if
it didn't feel aged.
It didn't feel aged at all.
That's what I asked. How old is this movie?
It did not feel aged.
This movie could come out yesterday.
Yeah, it could have came out yesterday, and I would have been like, oh yeah, Yeah, like maybe the haircut's a little bit different, but no.
The only thing you're lacking in this movie was the cell phones and tablets that we use nowadays.
And even then,
the
you
regular
could say
stuff.
it wasn't. The scene is portrayed in the 90s, and people are like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Why? Right? Like it didn't feel like the movie was aged, right?
But also because it's also a topic that hasn't really aged either.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that this topic is still on our minds.
True. Yeah.
You know, is there life out there? How do we get out there?
Yeah.
You know, if we communicate, like the question that if they ask you one question, you know, if you had one question to ask them, what would that question be?
Mhm.
And I thought that was a really profound moment. Like, damn, what would that question be?
Yeah, can we talk about the script writing?
You know,
that script writing was phenomenal.
I'm gonna look up what the writer's job because I thought that was profound. Like, yeah, what would you say?
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, you got the aliens brought you up there. They're giving you one question. What would
your
say?
question be?
Is 42 really the answer of life,
bro?
I wouldn't say that, but I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Honestly, if you send me up there, that'll be the dumbest mistake. don't send me. I'm gonna ask the wrong question, bro.
What about you?
Was Kennedy's job was that an inside job or not? You know, something crazy like that.
I don't know. I think my question would be like, why is there life? Like that would be number one. I'd be like, why? Like
Mm.
why to everything? Like why is there life? Why are we here? Like, give me an explanation.
Yeah. But they might not even have that answer. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he said, well, this was already be here.
We don't know.
They found
We don't know who created
They don't know who made that. So excellent movie.
What about you, Gerard? What would your thing be?
The whole thing that he ended up asking that he said, the ideals that you guys have have the capabilities of creating something beautiful, but also something dangerous or like.
You're talking about dreams, yeah.
Yeah, more in that aspect of like, I guess based in a way of how the communication within I would say the same thing, honestly, the communication between other species as well, not just the species that she spoke to, but more in the sense of like, do you guys share an ideal of knowledge with the
And it seems
species
like
that
they
do accept it?
It seems like they do.
You know?
Because they shared that with her. They got her there because they shared that technology.
So that would have been my question itself. That, in all honesty.
Like, yo, what are the winning lottery numbers?
Bro.
Ever. Within
Anyway,
the next
guys,
10 years.
let's wrap this up. Anyway, guys, you like what we're doing, please hit the like button, subscribe button, guys. This movie will be available on our Patreon for a little as $3 a month, unedited. We do appreciate you guys following us and, enjoying the Patreon and, helping us with that sense. But with that said, we want to know your thoughts. When you saw this movie, again, I always like to know if you saw it in the theater, you saw it at home, or you saw it on VHS, or DVD, or you recently saw it. What were your thoughts? Do you do you agree with what we're saying? Do you disagree? We don't know what your thoughts in the comment section, guys. If you know anything about the production, the acting, the story, the director, all that stuff, anything that we might not know or not be aware of, please leave in the comment section, guys. We read these comments, we reply to them. We do appreciate all that, guys. Listen, we also have a merchandise store, guys, where we sell hats and shirts and jerseys, all that good stuff. You find the link in the description below, just along with our Patreon description, also below. Guys, listen, we appreciate you hanging out with us. We are Our Nights. I'm Ray.
I'm Julien.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Gerard.
And we'll see you soon.
Stay safe, everyone.
Take care.
Peace.